I told my mother about my pregnancy not too long after I had done a home pregnancy test myself. And I remember staring at that pregnancy test in my bathroom and feeling so alone. But the one person that I knew that I would have on my side was my mother. And so I could not wait to tell her. And when I told my mother about the pregnancy, I remember seeing the heartbreak in her eyes. And I felt such disappointment because I knew that she had much bigger goals for me than at that point I even had for myself. Before I found out about my pregnancy, life was pretty typical. I was a teenager. I grew up in Minden. My mother was an English teacher, so I was a teacher's kid. I had most of the time a 4.0 grade point average. I was an honor student. I was on the student council. I was a member of the Louisianas, which was our dance line at Minden High. And I was just your average teenage girl. So in 2010, a sweet friend of mine at church that knew my story told me that she was actually leaving from her position at Life Choices, and she felt like the Lord would have me serve here at Life Choices, and I was unbelievably humbled by that. You know, 25 years ago, looking at that pregnancy test in my bathroom, I could not see beyond that. And I could not see where God was going to take that. Now, 25 years later, I know that that was part of my story, to help others and to encourage others and to love others and to remind them they are not alone. And as in Ephesians 3:20, He can do more. He can do more than we could ever ask or imagine. And I can see how He does work all things together. It is a very awesome thing to watch God take such ashes and turn them into something so beautiful. He has restored my life and redeemed so much of my story, and He's given me a hope and a future. At one point, I thought that just Michael being born and just me overcoming being a teen parent and accomplishing my goals of education and supporting him and just trying to be a great mother was as far as that redemption story would go. But the Lord has shown me that He can take it and push it, and push the bounds even farther. And it's interesting because all of those feelings that 25 years ago I wanted to run away from and I wanted to not feel, now the Lord uses those same feelings to remind me and to help me to relate to the person that's sitting across from me. And I welcome those feelings now because I want to be able to tell her, I know, I remember what it feels like. You're not alone. It's not over. God has great plans for you. And let me tell you, if He can do it in my life and He can use me, then He can do it for you and He will use you.